my November favorites. I can't believe this year is almost over, right? Okay, before we start, let me warn you guys, this is going to be a very Korean favorites because I have got a lot of Korean favorites. Obviously, I spent 2 weeks in Korea in November. So yeah, warning you now. So be prepared. First up, we have one of my beauty favorites. Okay, so this is Benefit's Beach Vacay Butter Balm. I didn't use it on my beach vacay. I actually used it on my winter vacay and it was really good. So, you know, for someone like me, I actually love my Burt's Bees lip balm. You guys know that. I had carried mine. I bought more there. But when it's really, really cold, your lips tend to like get very dry and chapped and like flaky and you really like want more. And I started using this. I had carried it on the trip. I got it just before the trip and I started using it and I love it. Like it's on my lips right now as well. So if you're looking for that shiny, glossy feel but still get some hydration in, this is just it. Like I have my tint under it and then just this. There's literally nothing else. It gives you like a nice color. It just makes your lips feel much more moist, like, you know, when it's really cold. And I think with winter coming in, I'm going to be using this a lot more. So yeah, love this. Okay, next favorite. So I got this on the 2nd of November, right before my trip. Now, I've always shied away from getting gel polish because you have to go back to the salon to remove it and whatever. And I'm someone that, like, I barely make it to the salon to get a manicure, pedicure every 6 months now, you know. So, but as I went for my regular manicure, pedicure, I was like, I always have chipped nails on a trip because the first thing as you go to the airport, you're handling your bags and you're like one of those rough and tough people and it looks really shitty and I end up carrying like nail polish remover after the 2nd day it's gone. And while I was like just getting my cut and file done, the girl was like, do gel polish. And I was like, you know, should I try it? She was like, it lasts 2 weeks and whatever. I was like, you know, let's try it. And I am blown away. Like you can see my nails, obviously you have the regrowth here, the new growth, but like literally of everything, barely I think one tiny thing, this tiny corner is chipped, which also happened this week, like after 3 weeks. Okay, I'm blown away literally, and it wasn't that expensive or anything. I don't know the nail polish brand and all of that. I did mine at JCB when I went to get a regular manicure pedicure and they had a lot of shades to choose from and I chose this one. And you guys keep like commenting in my videos even now saying what is your nail paint color, what is your nail polish. So yeah, I really feel like this is a real plus for me. Like I will definitely be doing this more often. The only hiccup is you have to go back to the salon to remove it, but I guess that's a small price to pay for. Then we have a hair favorite. Okay, so now this trip, it was really, really cold. I was going in for a shower every night. I was trying to avoid washing my hair because the whole process of then drying and ironing, and I didn't carry my Dyson or any of that. I didn't also carry a lot of products. So I actually took this. This is the overnight serum. You guys have seen me use this from Aveda. So I would mostly wash my hair at night, dry it with the dryer in my, you know, Airbnb or hotel room, and then the next morning just iron it out. And this is amazing because it kind of took me through that trip. Even with the winter and everything, I felt like my hair looked really good on the whole trip, you know, like there were no bad hair days. So I really liked using this. I use this a lot here as well. And I feel like as an overnight product, it's great. I feel like it's great even with just wet hair. If you want to just, once you wash your hair and you want to put in a serum that like is going to give you a little bit more than just, you know, anti-frizz and stuff, this has worked really well for my hair. And even right now, you can see my hair's like been blow dried and then ironed. And yeah, I think it's working. What do you guys think? Now it's time for a fashion favorite. Okay, guys. Now you guys saw my Mary Janes through the trip, and yes, I wore the shit out of them because they were so comfy and so good. And I was like, paisa vasool ho gaya. I'm glad I bought those shoes. But I didn't buy the other Zara ones that I really wanted with the chunky heel. Okay. I found a sasta dupe on Myntra. These were only 800 and something and I ordered them. I got them before the trip, but I wasn't really confident in if they'd be comfortable or not. And I didn't want to carry so many shoes on the trip, so I took that pair because it was already tried and tested. But ever since I got back, I have been wearing these a lot. Now, for the price, these are great. I feel like they look just like the Zara ones. They're actually much lighter than the Zara ones, but they are a bit snug. So I will say if you order these, size up, because I usually wear like a 39, 40, and in these I'm a 41, which also feels a bit snug, and that's their largest size. But yeah, I mean, for 800 and something, I think they're amazing. And I've been wearing them a lot in the last 2 weeks since I got back, and everybody's like, oh my god, I love your shoes, I love your shoes. And I'm like, Myntra for 800. Favorite song is all over Instagram today, but I have to give credit where it's due to my husband as usual, the Punjabi who is obsessed with Punjabi music, and he was playing this song, I still remember, in all our Airbnbs in Seoul, and I was like, Korean neighbors are really going to be like, what is this music playing? And every day, like, Vaibhav loves to play music, like when we are in the house or just chilling and whatever. So there was a lot of Punjabi music, and this one I think was really, it's so catchy. It's like Sia and Diljit, and it just doesn't get like better than this, okay? Okay, I'll get a strike if I play more of it, so I'm not playing more of it, but I'm sure you've heard it. Sia singing in Punjabi is quite a vibe. I feel like she's done a great job with it, and I wish there was more of it. Like the last verse, like I find myself going to exactly 2:04 at the song and hearing it on loop because it's so good. But yeah, currently obsessed with this song, and I actually have been obsessed with it the whole, like on the trip also we played it so much, and everyone was like, Sia is singing in Punjabi, Sia singing, and then it was all over Instagram, and he was like, you guys are late, you know, I've been playing this for a while. I'm like, yeah. Favorite moment. Okay, so you know, it was really hard. I had to actually sit down to identify my favorite moment this time because there was so many in Korea. Like I was like, oh my god, this is like favorite, this is favorite, this tops favorite, because it was so good. But I will tell you, there was this time on our last day. Okay, so we went to Gyeongbokgung Palace on our last day. I actually went on the first day with the group. So with Vaibhav, I was like, we'll do it on the last day because I really wanted to wear like a hanbok and, you know, do the whole like I'm a Korean princess in my palace vibes shoot. It was crazy because it was freezing through our trip. Okay, this was the only day literally. The sun came out like crazy. I was not feeling cold. It was just so beautiful. We had bright sun, and I just felt like I was a princess running around in this palace, making Vaibhav shoot me, like going from here to there. And you know, sometimes when you say like everything falls into place and everything happens for a reason, like because I knew I wanted to do this shoot and I had to go change in, you know, my clothes and all that, I was like, oh, it's going to take some time. So I kept pushing it, and ultimately then I left it for the last day, and I was like, well, you know, what if we have bad weather and if it's going to be terrible? But everything fell into place and it was just beautiful. Okay, favorite movie is No Hard Feelings. It's been on Netflix for a while, but I hadn't watched it. I saw it on the plane and it was actually really fun and nice. Like I thought, okay, it's going to be like a Netflix movie and should I be watching this and all of that. But you know, on the plane, when you literally have nothing to do and you're like, I will watch like movies. But it was a really fun movie. Really like this one. Okay, favorite gadgets. I have two this time. This is number one. You guys saw this in my to buy or not to buy video. I bought this power bank specifically for this trip and it worked like magic. Okay, I was charging my phone multiple times because, you know, I was actually shooting a lot with my next favorite, which you'll see also. So I was shooting a lot on my phone for the vlog, for like reel content and all of that. I also had my gimbal, which I was charging with this as well when I needed to. And I didn't have to charge this that often, which was the best part, you know, because I obviously was using it to charge my phone like once a day or so because my battery is pretty good. So every few days I'd have to charge this overnight, and it's also much lighter than the others, which was my reason to buy this brick. We've had this whole conversation in my to buy or not to buy video. I will link it here in case you haven't watched it. But if you're looking for a nice portable light power bank that gives you a few charges, this guy is pretty good. Then we have my newest favorite gadget, which is the Insta360 Flow. Okay, so I bought this gimbal just before the trip, like literally the week before, and I bought it with the aim for my to vlog and shoot a lot of real content that you've been seeing and you will be seeing for a while. I'm just warning you because I've shot a lot on this trip, and I can't tell you how amazing it is. Okay, so I think for me, literally, as a creator, I've gone that whole hog from shooting with my GoPro, my phone, to now, this phone, which is so powerful, and with this gimbal, it's just changed the game completely. You can select your face and it tracks you. So there are a lot of these shots of Weber when I'm walking and the gimbal is tracking us, which you'll be seeing in the vlogs also, which is pretty amazing. Or throughout all my reels, we've shot with the gimbal and just my iPhone, and Weber we shot them, and it's just amazing how good they look, right? So I feel this is something I'm why didn't I get this sooner? It's so good. Definitely one of my favorites. And I feel not just for travel, but I'm going to be shooting a lot of content with it, and it's definitely my favorite gadget. Time for my favorite shows. Okay, so I haven't watched that much this month because obviously when I travel, I don't really have the time to watch a lot because I'm already tired. I watch an episode and then psh. But I did watch some stuff, so here are my favorites. Number 1, Strong Girl Namsoon. This was my K-drama of choice in Korea. I was already watching this and it was quite interesting to watch it in Seoul. Yeah, I really enjoyed this and I'm still enjoying it. It's still going on. I haven't finished it, but it's one of those where you don't have to watch it rationally and think, oh my god, this is insane. It's just a fun K-drama that you're watching, knowing that it's a fun K-drama. And you have to give it a lot of that, okay, it's all right, it's just a drama, enjoy it and move on kind of vibe. But yeah, it's been really fun. Then we have Castaway Diva. So I started this when I got back. I've also become that person that watches multiple dramas at the same time. Earlier I used to watch one K-drama, finish it. Now I like to watch 3-4 together. So I'm really enjoying this. It's about a woman who was stranded on a like a castaway on an island for 15 years, and then she comes back, and it's just really nice so far. So I'm really liking that so far. Then we have a new season of The Crown. Okay, so the first part is out, which I think was 4 episodes, so it went by really fast. Weber, when I watched this on the flight, I'd actually downloaded it for our Delhi-Bombay flight, and we finished 2 episodes on the flight, and then we came back the next day and the other 2 episodes were done. Really good. I feel this show is one of my all-time favorites. It's just keeps getting better. Next up, we have a kind of documentary which is Escaping Twin Flames. Now, this is really wild. If you watch this and you're I'm wow, how are people convinced to do all this and how do they get sucked into this? It's a cult, and people that were in it and have left are now speaking out about it and stuff. But it's crazy how these were 2 people on the internet making videos on YouTube and people were influenced by them. And I was oh my god, this is wild that they do what I do and this is where it's reached. You know what I mean? So definitely very eye-opening and scary. Watch it. New season of Selling Sunset and the reunion. Watched both. Watched Selling Sunset on the trip and then the reunion as soon as I got back. I feel it's nice, but I just feel now a lot of it is I'm seeing the ladies are just causing drama, I think, to be popular or stay relevant or whatever in the show. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's masala dalo and then people will I'll get more airtime or whatever. I don't know. But it seems like that this season. But I'm not complaining because there was a lot of drama and I liked it. Then we had Squid Game, the challenge. Now a lot of people are oh, Squid Game Season 2 has come out, and I'm nay guys, it's a totally different show. So this is basically real normal people that are actually competing in games that they have in Squid Game, but not they're not dying for the prize. They are just participating and flopping when they there's a fake death and then they're eliminated. The first part came out, we watched that. It was quite addictive. I think it also starts with nearly 500 people, and the first part brings it down to under 100. So when you come to that point, you start identifying the players and who you like, who you don't like. Initially, it's just too many people. I really like that they turned Squid Game into a reality show. Because obviously when you're watching it, you were thinking who would do this, right? And I think I would be great at it. Are you listening, Netflix? If there's a season 3. Last but not the least, we have My Demon. Now, this show just came out, literally just 2 episodes. It's one of those weekly situations, which is why I've got myself into the situation, because I'm like, okay, one a week I can manage. It was all over Korea when I was there, so I saw a lot of the promotions and stuff, so I was very excited. And then I came back and episode 1 came out and I was like, okay, let me watch it. And now just the second one. So far, so good. Really liking it, but it's episodic, so you gotta wait for like one a week, which is good because I've got a lot going on right now. Okay, then on Jio, we have my 2 favorites, which I'm obviously still watching. There's Below Deck Mediterranean, which is the new season with Captain Sandy. Lots of drama happening, guys. So every week, it's like worth the wait. Like that episode is like so much drama. And also, we have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills again. So much drama. There's 1 episode a week for both of these, but full of masala. So if you're a reality TV junkie like me, you will love them. Then on HOTSTAR, we have the queens of reality TV, the Kardashians. I'm really liking, as I said, this season, the previous season. I feel like they're keeping it real. They are doing their own thing, but it's also entertaining. Like, I quite like it. And honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Then last but not the least, we have the morning show on Apple TV. One of my all-time favorites, and I really like how the show has progressed. I feel like I was a little behind because I hadn't watched the last few episodes, but then I love it. It is one of those shows that has kind of maintained the quality and has gotten either better or stayed the same and not gotten worse. So yeah, loving that. So guys, those were my November favorites. Lots of stuff, less shows, but it was a really wholesome month and I had a good month. How was your November? Also, comment below with your November favorites, food items, beauty items, shows, songs, literally whatever you've been loving last month. I want to know. See you guys. Bye.